Hi, we're studying the Earth and the Sun right now. Okay, so what happens? You know by now that you have the Sun in the middle of the solar system. It's the biggest thing. It has a gravitational pull that holds the rest of the solar system together. And the Earth, once a year, goes around the Sun. As it orbits the Sun, that's what makes the calendar year the cycle of the seasons. Okay, and so we have here's the sun and here's the earth and the earth goes around. I like this model. It's kind of fun. It also, by the way, includes the moon here, but we'll do the moon later on. Okay, right now we're only really worried about the earth and the sun. Okay, and so, please, on your paper, yes, you need a piece of paper. If you don't have a piece of paper ready, these notes go in your notebook. Get your piece of paper, pause the video, and come back to it after you got a piece of paper. And write the stuff down that I tell you to write down. And so, Earth and Sun is the title of it. Go ahead and write that. Okay? Now, one of the things I want to mention is pretty straightforwardly obvious, really, is what it looks like on Earth is that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. It looks like the sun is moving across the sky. It looks like the sun's what's moving, but it's really not. It's actually the earth moving in the opposite direction. The earth is rotating counterclockwise, which is why it appears that the sun is moving clockwise, which is why the shadow moves across the face of the earth in a clockwise direction, which is where clockwise comes from because it was the sundials where that originally, that motion, clockwise motion of the hand of a dial of a clock came from. Okay, so the sun and the earth, we get that cycle of day and night, right? Well, what's going on with that? It's pretty straightforward. You got the rotation of the earth spinning around once every 24 hours, and we got the revolution of the earth once a year. So both those cycles of time come from the motion, the planetary motion of the earth. And as the earth spins on its axis, as it rotates, what happens is this side of the earth is facing the sun. It's getting the sunlight right now. And this side is in nighttime because it's not getting sunlight, right? Nighttime is the side of the earth away from the sun. This isn't getting shot, but it's going to get back in the sunlight pretty soon. So every 24 hours, the earth will rotate on its axis. Rotate means to spin around on an axis. Revolve means to go move around something else, right? So the revolution of the earth is going around the sun once a year. The rotation of the earth makes a day and night. Okay, and it's rotating as it revolves, and it goes on. Okay, so anyway, that's what causes the cycle of day and night every 24 hours. It really takes two things, though. One is the rotation of the earth. The other thing is the fact that this side, you got the sun there, and it's shining light on the earth. That's day. And it's warming it up because it's receiving more energy. Here's something that's kind of an interesting concept. The earth is also cooling down at the same time by radiating away this invisible kind of light called infrared that we can't see. But that's what cools the earth. It loses the energy. If it only gained energy without losing it, it would just get hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter until it was just a molten blob of lava. But it's cooling down on the night cycle. It's radiating away some of that heat. And so it ends up with a balance point, right? And so as it warms up during the day and then cools down at night, so you got two things happening, the rotation of the earth and the presence of the sun bathing it in electromagnetic radiation. So on your notes, write this down that every 24 hours, the cycle of day and night are caused by the rotation of the earth. The side facing the sun is in daylight. Please write that down. And you can pause the video to write it. There you go.